This was me at 48 years old. I was 197 pounds. Disappointed in myself when I saw this picture, I've always likened it to a picture of a Sasquatch sighting. And I've been far heavier than this, as heavy as 220 pounds. Proud of my accomplishment, this was me at 53 years old, 168 pounds. That's 5 years and a 30-pound difference, but it didn't take nearly that long to significantly cut my weight, as you can see here, where I charted it along the way. I attribute most of my success to one hack that I discovered by accident. You can use it too. Let's cut to it already. First of all, I am not a doctor or a health professional of any kind. I'm just a guy that cracked the code in a way that worked for me. This and 3 bonus tips is what I'm sharing with you here. A brief history of how I got here. I was a scrawny kid. I was very active. You could see my ribs, and this was simply my norm. Then I joined the Air Force when I was 19. Anyone tuned into U.S. military culture knows that the Air Force has a reputation for not having the strictest fitness requirements. And I had a desk job. I put on all the pounds. I forever after regretted every pound, frustrated that I couldn't get back to my more natural body composition. Everyone wants to overcomplicate the process of losing weight. Pills, procedures, fad diets, none of this is necessary. The recipe and the math for losing weight is as simple gets. Burn off more than you take in. That's it. The only 2 ways to do that are move more than you eat, or if you have mobility limits, eat less than you move. We all know that neither of those are as easy to do as they are to say, but my hack makes the eating part, the most important and arguably the more difficult part, far easier. And think about it. How many ads for weight loss products have we all seen that quietly add proper diet and exercise required? It isn't the product or the fad. It's the simple math. It's important to also understand that abs happen in the kitchen, not the gym. The truth is, we all have abs. It's just that for people who are overweight, they're buried. While the gym can strengthen the abs we all have, the only way to unbury them is in the kitchen, specifically how much and what we eat. I tried losing the weight many times, but my challenge was always dinner. I could get through the day fine with minimal breakfast and lunch, but then I'd overdo it for dinner because I was starving. Maybe you can relate. But have you ever noticed that your body is really good at getting used to whatever you give it? Personally, I experience this all the time. For example, if I take a nap today at 3 p.m., it's near guaranteed that I'll feel like I need a nap tomorrow at 3 p.m. Get out of the habit of taking naps, and I no longer need one. Eating is much the same in my experience. The challenge for us that want to lose weight is that we don't want to diet. My hack overcame this challenge naturally, using how our bodies work to my advantage. While my hack changed the way I eat, I never dieted. Instead, I did what I came to call eating skinny, just once or twice a week after I discovered it by accident. My discovery happened one night when I was dealing with a work stress. I just didn't have much of an appetite that night. I forced a snack just for the sake of some calories. Then, the next night, I realized I wasn't as hungry as I typically was at dinner. From then on, I purposely ate a light dinner once or twice a week. For me, this was some takeout sushi, or better, sashimi that loses the rice, or a can of hearty soup. The first night I did this, I was still hungry, but thinking I might be onto something, I just refused to eat anymore. The next night, not as hungry. My hack was kind of automagically regulating my serving sizes given the adjustment to my body's expectations. I would do this once or twice a week. I ate whatever I wanted the nights I didn't eat skinny, but with my hunger regulated and my serving sizes in check, I found I was eating less every night and I was suddenly shedding fat. But the key for you is to eat skinny for you, whatever that means to you. If you can normally eat a whole pizza for dinner, for example, try eating just a quarter of it one night and stop eating. Don't add a snack later. You'll be hungry, but you'll live. The next night, you won't be as hungry. Eat skinny like this for a couple of weeks and you'll then find it impossible to comfortably eat the same entire pizza you were eating just a couple of weeks earlier. Now for the bonus tips. First, ignore the numbers on the scale. Focus on the mirror and your clothes. We've all likely heard this before, but the reason it's so true is, while you likely have a weight goal in mind, we don't really know our body's natural weight, especially as we age. The number is arbitrary anyhow. If you like what you see in the mirror and how your clothes fit, you did it. To really boost your metabolism, add some weight training to increase your lean muscle. Lean muscle increases metabolism and incinerates body fat. And saving the best for last, avoid all sugar, especially for middle-aged men. Your body has zero nutritional use for sugar and therefore simply stores it everywhere you don't want it stored. Short of discovering my Eat Skinny a couple nights a week hack, this was probably the next biggest contributor to regaining my natural body composition. Eat Skinny a couple of nights a week. Your body will adjust and you won't be as hungry on other nights. This gets your serving sizes in check. Try to keep what you eat as healthy as possible and avoid sugar at all costs. Add some weight training to build lean muscle to increase your metabolism. Yes, eat healthy and be sure to exercise. I said it. It matters, but I tried that many times with variable success. It really is this Eat Skinny hack that was the key to my success, the kind that anyone would be proud of. I hope it works for you too, just like it did for me.